Let's review some hints on how to be comfortable during your Yoga Nidra session. First, pick a quiet space, perhaps a room where you can shut the door if possible, where you won't be disturbed. And even with pets seem to think when we're laying on the floor it's time to play. If you have a pet like that, and see if you can keep the pet in another room. Any children, babies, anything that might be disruptive to you while you have your little Yoga Nidra rest. So we have our nice quiet space, and I have here a yoga mat. A yoga mat is not necessary. If you have a hard surface floor that you're on, you might like to have the yoga mat, or even stack multiple yoga mats, but it's not a requirement. I have a yoga mat, and then I often will put a nice soft blanket on top and lie on top of that just because I think it's extra cozy. So we have our quiet space, we have our yoga mat. At our head, it's good to have something to support the curvature of the neck. This is a neck roll. You can buy a neck roll like this, or I'll show you how to make one. You just want to fill in this curvature of the neck when you're lying down. You don't want your chin smashed into your chest, or you don't want your throat really open. Very neutral neck. A neck roll. If you don't have a neck roll, and many of us don't, you could just take a towel, roll up one end of it just enough so that it fits the curvature of your neck, and then you have the rest of the towel for the back of your head to provide a little cushioning. Covering the eyes is recommended. I have here an eye pillow, soft eye pillow. Unscented is best. Some people have sleep masks. You can put a sleep mask on. Or if you have none of those things, even just a soft, dark cloth will work just fine. Just something to keep the extra light from coming through your eyelids. As you lie down, most people would prefer to have some height under their knees. This is a yoga bolster. If you don't have a yoga bolster, you could use a couple of throw pillows. Those can work too. But demonstrating with a yoga bolster. When you lie down, your heels should still be touching the floor. If your bolster is so big that your heels are flying up, then that's too much. Get something with a little less height. So your heels are touching the floor. Your legs are far enough apart so that if you turned the toes inward, they would not touch. That gives you room for your hips to relax. When we lie down, we often also lie with our arms comfortably away from the body. That gives room for our shoulders, shoulder blades, and ribs to relax. Palms facing up, if that's comfortable for you. If not, the palms can remain down. The reason we have our palms up is because our fingertips are very sensitive. So we're trying to eliminate some of that extra sensitivity by having the palms facing up. Wear loose, comfortable clothing. It's nothing that's binding or constricting. Socks on your feet are a great idea. No wristwatch or bracelets that would put pressure on the wrist or the arterial region when you're lying down. And then a blanket to cover you when you lie down. If you're warm when you start, I still suggest trying to have a blanket on you at least part way. As the body begins to relax deeply in Yoga Nidra, it tends to cool significantly. So you might not be cold to start, but chances are you will be much cooler as you get deeper into the practice. Some people will find that having the bolster isn't quite good enough, so you can use a chair. You can use a chair like this for your legs if that works better for you. You're just trying to be comfortable. There's really no hard and fast rules. You just want to be comfortable enough that you don't have to move. If you set yourself up and you find that something 5 or 10 minutes in is just not right, just very slowly and mindfully correct it, and then go back to stillness as soon as you are able. So I hope you have a lovely Yoga Nidra experience.